So let's go ahead and we are streaming and we are recording.
Yeah.
So we will call this meeting to order at 5:30 p.m. on February 9th, 2006. We do a roll call.
All right.
Oh, you're handling this, Tracy, huh? Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Karen,
Here.
Laura, hello.
Here.
Barbara
Here.
and Martin.
Here. Just got here.
Got it.
Hey, just in time. All right, we got everybody. All right, so it sounds like we'll do the Pledge of Allegiances next. Or find your flag, wherever it may fly. Free flag. Oh, sorry, not the free flag. Sorry, different flag. Oh, sorry, I can't do that. All right, pledge allegiance to the flag, the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
Under all.
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We say, I don't know. Is it really a state law that we have to say that?
It's actually.
I think it is.
Because I know somebody that teaches at TSA.
Yep.
Do you guys do that every morning here?
Yes, everyone.
And they don't do it there.
I know, they're not following the law.
Okay.
You can look it up.
Just curious.
Yeah. All right, so it looks like our next agenda item is to approve the agenda from last time, or from actually approve the agenda from this time. So I guess we need a motion to approve the agendas. Anybody?
Make a motion to approve.
All right, roll call.
We need a second.
Oh, a second. Somebody second. Sorry about
I'll
that. Thank you.
second.
Thank you, Karen.
You guys, hang on.
Hi, Karen.
Hi.
Sorry, are you approving the agenda? Is that where you were?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, who moved? Mark.
I did.
Okay.
Martin moved. Karen seconded.
Yep.
All right.
All right, Sam's not here. Karen,
Yes.
Laura,
Yes.
Barbara,
Yes.
and Mark.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right. So it looks like so has anybody taken a look at the minutes or want to approve the minutes or have any appendums to the meeting from last time?
I sent in my changes. It was just people that were there and were not there.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So motion. Yeah, go ahead.
A motion to approve as amended.
Second.
Okay.
All right. Karen,
Yes.
Barbara,
Yes.
Laura,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
motion carries.
All right. Cruising right along. So it looks like governing council input. Do we have any input?
Have
No.
we have input? I'm just
Sorry.
trying to watch.
Sorry.
Sometimes, yes.
There have been some
When you
times.
go to train- when you
Dean
go
would
to
usually
train-
like to thank people for something.
Yes, and
Oh.
when you guys used to go to training, when we went off campus and went down to training, you guys came back with things that you would share with the whole.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we have any. Correct? Do we?
Is anybody going to the Monte Sagrado on the 21st?
It's on my calendar,
It's on mine as well.
and I think Sam.
Well,
Sam.
right.
I'm pretty sure.
I won't be
I think Sam was planning to attend as well. I think she finishes up her legislative stuff. I think on the 20th. So I think yes.
It's like a appreciation for governing council people. And I guess it just happens to be in Taos.
Oh, wow. Who's doing it?
Mm,
Is it the PED?
I think it's the
think so.
PED.
I think it's PD.
Oh,
I
So
know.
you'll have to post for notice of possible quorum.
Oh, good point.
But we won't make any decisions.
first.
It says that's an action. Do we need to motion? What are we actioning on?
The action would be if we're on the go, we have to kind of post it.
Okay. So for the governing council input, it does say that's an action. I'm not sure what we're actioning.
There's
What are
no
we-
action.
Okay. All right. I guess this is an opportunity for public input for anyone who's from the public that's signed on, if there's any input. Doesn't appear that today we have any public attendees or input. So next item is the financial reports. So
Good
starting.
evening, everyone.
Yeah.
I sent the financials and bank statements to all the governing board members. So for the month of January, it was very busy. In addition to the regular work, we had quarterly reports for the second quarter of the fiscal year for PED, which are the actuals and the cash reporting. We've also started putting our cash reports up on our website, so you guys can find them there if you ever want to see them. For the fourth quarter of the calendar year, we had 941s, workers' comp, and state unemployment. W-2s and 1099s also went out to all the employees and contractors, and then I also uploaded all those to the entities that they go to. We did our SB9 year-end reporting for expenditures, and we also did our fiscal year 27 insurance renewal questionnaire. And then the next thing I'll be working on is ACAs. They all have to be given out here at the end of, it's March 2nd. So submitted. And then as of today, the audit is approved at the state auditor level. However, it's still on the 5-day hold. So as soon as it's off the 5-day hold, we can talk about it, which should be in a couple days, but we'll make sure it's on the next agenda for all of you.
Oh, that is a lot. That's awesome. Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do we have any bars tonight?
We do. And I added one. So bar 5 is an initial bar for Fund 26245, the Lore Foundation. They gave us $6,965 to help with furnishings for the new wellness building. And some of them are already in our new wellness building. So if anybody wants to go see them. Bar 6 is an initial bar for Fund 24160, rural education. Now, I'm not sure that Fed's going to have me put it here. This is where I'm saying that it should go. We're getting the rural education in a different way than most everybody else does. We're actually drawing it down directly from the feds, which we've never done before for any of our funding. It's usually flow through the state. But the amount of the award is $23,417. So I have a call into PED to see if that's where they want me to put it. But they haven't been real knowledgeable on what we should do with this. So that's where I'm going to put it at this moment, and then I'll come back to you if it changes.
Okay.
And that's all I have for tonight.
Okay.
I'll motion to approve those bars.
All right.
Second.
Martin got me.
Thank you.
Was it Family Feud style? We should have buttons. Buzzer.
Karen,
Yes.
Laura,
Yes. Sorry. Apologies.
Barbara,
Yes.
and Martin.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, great. So Karen, any updates from the Finance and Audit Committee?
We did meet. Can you hear me?
Yes.
My camera's
Yeah.
messing up. Okay. And I had a couple questions, one of them being about the extra bank account that we had to switch from. It's still active, so it didn't have any activity in December. But they're monitoring it and making sure things are not coming in there. They're supposed to come into the new account, so hopefully we'll be able to close that soon. And then I had a question about one of the checks that was paid for property tax, because the school's supposed to be tax exempt from property tax, but it was a new property and they have to get tax exempt status. So we're waiting on that status for that property as well. And so everything was good. The report's all balanced, and I'm back on track with how Deanna's reporting it. And so I would make a motion to approve the finance report as presented.
Second.
Okay. Karen,
Yes.
Laura,
Yes.
Barbara,
Yes.
and Martin.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right.
Thank you, everyone.
Hi. Looks like cruising right along. So the Taos Academy Foundation report. Is there a report tonight?
She's not here, but I will read what she has written.
Oh, no, there's Karen.
Oh, did she jump in?
Just in time, as if her ears were burning.
Dang, stalking, I think that's called. No.
Hey, am I on time?
You are perfect. We just
Okay.
literally said it's
Read it.
Yeah, sorry, I was in another meeting. But here I am. I made
all
it.
right. Great. Thank you.
Not sure why the camera's not working, but oh well. You can hear me. That's important.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's see. Let me go to my notes. All righty. Yep, we had our regular quarterly meeting in January 20th. And then hopefully everyone got the financial information I sent out, balance sheet and profit and loss. Sent it to everybody via email last week.
Yeah.
As of December 30th, we had a balance of $46,725 in the bank for the foundation. Since we last spoke, the Swinehart CPA finished our taxes. So that was the 2024 taxes. So those are signed, sealed, and delivered. We're trying to now, our foundation taxes are due by the end of November. And so Swinehart and I are trying to make sure that we now get them in. We historically have filed extensions and filed in May, but now we're trying to just stick to the November schedule. Easier for everyone. And we made it this year. So first year, woo, keep going. Then also in January, our Live Oak Bank CD renewed. And Barbara, I don't know if you know, since you're new, when we sealed the deal on the facility, part of the deal was that they paid the last payment. And so we took that last $15,000 payment and we invested it in a CD. So it's making us a little money on the side. And we did that we've been doing that for several years now. And so that just renewed in January. Let's see. And then we approved a new student support scholarship. We had a couple of bits and pieces from grants that were just outstanding. And we decided to pool that money together and help out kids who needed help with either ski snowboard club or driver's ed. So we developed an application process, and happy to say that we had 4 recipients for the ski snowboard club. So anybody who completes the application, they get $100 to help them out. So yeah, it's around $200 for either program. And so, it pays half for them. And we just kind of wanted to do it as a pilot program to see how it would go. And it seems to be needed. It seems like people want it. And, so we'll hopefully keep going with it. We're going to, talk about at our next meeting, how we might want to fund that further. I mean, we're not out of money for it for next year. We can probably do it another year or two, but at some point you can't just keep, putting it out without anything coming in. So we'll figure out that little piece, but it's just enough to help somebody out when they're having, trouble with some of their educational costs.
That's great. Cool.
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions for me? It's kind of short and sweet, but that's kind of what's happening right now in the foundation.
I think we're good.
All righty. That was it. And unfortunately, I won't be able to stay because I'm on the board at Common Grounds as well. And so I'm in the middle of that meeting as well. And that one's
All
live. So if we are done
Backing
here.
out. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank
Goes
you.
in on that one. Thanks so much, you guys. And we'll talk again soon.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Okay.
Karen.
Bye.
Okie doke. Looks like we're on to the governing council training status.
So just a couple of things. I'm still working with the committees, so we're kind of doing this. It's live training, if you will. You're actually doing the work, and I'm providing as much support and help I can do, and so that will be ongoing. And I will be at the retreat in April and be there to assist and support as well. You guys are an advanced board, and so of course always validating the work that you're doing and the great work that you guys are doing, and we'll continue to work with the committees as they need me.
Okay. All right. Super. Thank you. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Confirm. So I know April's our meeting. What day is it? April? What did we say?
April 18th is the retreat.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Director of Programs report.
I'm not going to unmute from here. I hope you guys can hear me over there. I'm going to ask here. So I have a few things I want to share with you guys today. I'm going to start with actually, let's see, which one is it?
Share, is it the shared screen?
Yeah, I
Present.
a second. I just wanted to see what was first.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, community council reports. Okay, so we are in the middle of redoing our equity readiness assessment. And so we'll be doing that with both the staff and community partners and possibly some student government input on what their goals are, what their outcomes are, and everything for our guidance on how we're doing with each and every single one of our subgroups that are addressed in the Martinez Yazzie. And we'll be coming to you probably in May with our outcomes for that. We will also be presenting and working towards providing some guidance for the graduation, the profile of a graduate coming from what we call the culturally and linguistically responsive inventory. So that is also in being redone. We have done it in the past. We are starting kind of over, just making sure we have some subgroups that are growing in numbers, and we want to make sure that every subgroup is represented appropriately. So that's what's going on with the community council. Of course, our meetings are the last Tuesday of every month at 4:15 here on the TA campus, and they are open both online and in person. We will be having presenters for the next 3 months to celebrate different events and cultures that are represented by the months that we celebrate. For example, we had Black History Month. The next one is Women in STEM. Then, of course, we have our Asian Pacific Islanders. So those are things that are coming up. Are in terms of our clubs and other things that are happening. Esports is going strong. Season has started. Bowling just finished this past Saturday. They didn't place as a team, but we did have one student that was voted in as all-state bowler. Our high school STEM team competed at the Governor STEM Challenge on Saturday. That went down in prizes from, they had an 80% chance of winning previous years down to 24. They presented well, got a lot of good feedback, did not place this year, got to meet a bunch of different partners, made some really good connections, and now they're moving on to the rest of their competition season with individual projects in science fair. and the East Cyber Mission. We are happy to report some of our clubs have really increased in participation. Today was the first day of chess club, and we were expecting 11 to 14 kids, and we had 20 students show up. So participation in after school activities has really grown. Same with our esports team, has grown from previously about 12 to about 18 to 20 students. And of course, we have another one that's competition that'll be coming up in March for the Film Prize Junior, and we have about 12 students participating in that. Students participating in extracurricular activities has increased this year. We have, and plus STEM, we have almost 80% of our students participating in something beyond their core. So I'll have more details. Like I said, some of these clubs are just starting. And next month, some more finalized numbers on everything that's happening on campus. Okay. Testing stuff that's happening. We are entering the spring testing season. We have, I will be sharing some map data for our mid-year report that is immediate, that happens here within school. Our window is not quite completed. Plus, we also have ongoing trainings for staff to prepare for the upcoming state assessments. We have started, as of this morning, testing all our EL classified students with the WIDA access test. And so the first out of 8 components that need to be done for middle and high school. The first 2 are done for middle school of their 4. High school will begin tomorrow and hopefully complete. And actually, we had 100% attendance for those middle schoolers, so we're on track. And the rest of our testing dates will be on our calendar. We start testing after spring break. So let's see. I will be sharing, and that's why I joined here, so that I can present one of my tabs here. And I'm going to share with you some of our current map data. I'm hoping you guys can see this okay. So right now, as of this morning, we are 88% completed testing in our overall the whole school, and then a 90% completed completion rate with math. So we need to reach about 95% for that to happen, for us to have enough students participating. But we do have some really good numbers, and I'm going to share with you where we're at so far. Quite interestingly enough, our math, let me see if I can zoom it in a little bit more. Okay, that might be as big as I can have it actually.
Looks good.
All right, okay. So math, here is the top row. This is overall the whole school, showing 184 students tested. The top bar is the growth. That is from our fall testing to our winter testing. And we had a growth percentile of 46% so far. It is nice to see that more of our students are in the areas, which the middle one, the 32% is 41 to 60. Some of those students, we call them, they're like on the bubble of being proficient, or they are just barely proficient. The green is proficient and the blue is advanced. And the bottom left is where we were at in the fall as a whole school in mathematics, and where we are currently at with the, this is achievement-wise in actual percent proficiency. And what's interesting is it's almost like a perfect bell curve. Like just the very typical, everything's pretty aligned. Everywhere is equal all the way across pretty much. And so our median distribution, we're at the achievement is literally the 50th percentile. We did drop down a little bit, but like I said, not everybody is tested. And then of course I shared with you guys what this would look like in a growth percentile. So across from the x-axis left to right is proficiency, okay? And if you look from the y-axis from the lowest of the 0 percentile to the 100th percentile, that is growth. So we measure both things. We measure both the growth and the actual proficiency. And if you notice right here, smack in the center, that is where the average for the entire school is in terms of both growth and achievement. So this is a very typical graph in all the data. We have some areas of weakness here. There's 3 grade levels that are still high and closer to the average student being proficient in math, and we have some really high growth here in the 5th and 6th grades. And then of course our most of our upper high school are the ones that are here that are not making a whole lot of growth, but they're closer to being proficient. So that's great news. Any questions about math before I move to reading?
Can you remind me, so proficient is defined by what percentage here? I just can't recall. I know it, I think.
So our proficiency right now, it's actually closer to like the 57th percentile in math. Reading, it's closer to the 50th percentile. In terms of, we're looking, like I said, from left to right, that is proficiency. If we look at the graph from 0 percentile to the top, the y-axis, that is growth. So our typical growth is actually, should be around that 50th percentile, which is really close. That is the typical expectation for a student in a year's time. Is usually about 10%. So they're making good growth. Some students, if we're higher than the 50th percentile, they're making above the typical year's growth in the year's time. So that's good. We're where we need to be right now. All right.
Great, thank you.
Reading, definitely our students are, of course, more proficient readers. If you look at this, our growth is at the 55th percentile on average for the whole school. It's nice to see those red areas that are the lowest 20% decrease. And if you notice, we were in terms of achievement and proficiency, more than half our students are proficient readers, and that carried over from the fall to the spring, with the achievement being above the 70th percentile for both, and our growth being above the 50th percentile. So looking at that same graph, these are actually down here is 5th and 8th grade. So our incoming 5th graders are not exactly proficient readers, but of course we know that the longer they are here at Taos Academy, they tend to catch up. And 8th graders, that's their other area there that is a little weak. Everybody else is in that high growth, high achieving area right here, and the school average is right here. So it reflects these numbers up here. This is where they're at, okay? All right. I was asked to let you know where, now this includes all students. I will come back and do some separation between students that are on campus and students that are virtual, as our window is complete and closed for reporting for next go around, and continue to add that as requested. But right now, they're not 100% complete. Our flex students have completed their, both in math and reading, their completion rate is 80%. So they still have 20% of the students still left to test. And so here, if we look at this table, well, at least these numbers, so you can see these distributions here. I don't have all the information, but I have most of it. So in math, 22% fall in that below 20th percentile. These are flex students. These are our virtual students. 28% fall in that orange area. 28% fall in this yellow area that is between the 20th and, well, the 40th and 60th percentile. 17% are in that green proficient area, and 5% in the advanced. So giving that kind of visual, it's a little bit, for our flex students in math is a little bit skewed towards the left. Like I said, you'll have a little more data. I want to start out with that. Now reading follows a similar pattern. There are no students in the lowest 20%. There are 35% of our students that fall in that 21st to 40th percentile. 18% in the yellow from the 40th to 60th percentile, 41% in that proficiency range of the green, and 6% in the advanced. So 47% of our students are proficient or advanced that are currently in our flex program. Mind you, that's 20% reporting completion. I know it's harder to see because I'm just reading it off from you. I just got that information. I don't have the ability to do the graphs just yet, but they are coming. So I want to give you guys a little heads up that we are starting to monitor that. I think that's kind of in response to, what is it, House Bill or Senate Bill?
It's House Bill.
House Bill 253. And it's good for us to kind of know how the students that are on campus receive more support services, and they do have access to the same things. It's just a little different. So we want to make sure that we're tracking the effectiveness of our virtual services as well.
The flex students were like capped at like 20 or something,
I think
right?
it's like 21 right now.
Is flex full?
No, it has to follow, we have one flex teacher and that's part of it. We can have more than we have right now, but we want to keep it around 20, between 20 and 30.
But it can be as many as you want.
Sure, it could be as many as we want.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just kind of curious with enrollment numbers, like if flex.
Yeah. Any
I have
questions?
a question.
Sure.
On the first section that you showed us, wasn't it more than 180 students tested? It was
184.
Okay.
And they are that's the math, and we are at 90% completion in that participation right now.
Okay. So less students have tested in the reading part.
Correct.
Okay.
We actually don't have that much to complete. I think I counted this afternoon. We have 15 tests incomplete, and combined 15 in both areas. So it's not a whole lot that has to be completed right now. Any other questions? One last thing I forgot to mention, we have our college and career explorations fair this Thursday from 9 to 11:30. If you have a chance to stop by, join us. We have 38 presenters, colleges and universities, recruiters, community partners that provide scholarships and internship opportunities for students, such as Bridges and Lannell and the banks. We have our county and city departments coming to share job opportunities and internship opportunities. And I believe most of we have things like cosmetologists and plumbers, electricians. I don't think firefighters are coming, but we have police and corrections officers and so forth, all participating. It'll be our 5th annual. Love for you to join us if you can.
Great. Thank you. Thanks, Jamie. Always impressive. Thank you. Let's see. So I guess that gets us to the principal and director of teaching and learning report for tonight.
We may have to come back to this. I think she might have put in her report. She's at CPO training.
Oh, okay.
In the wrong place, but we'll see. I don't have anything right now to report from.
Okay. All right. We'll table that. All right. Sounds like then it's the executive director's report portion of the meeting.
Let's see. Facility update. We are they came and did the back steps from the multipurpose building to the new wellness building. So that was completed last week. And then they're getting ready to put a porch on the front of the wellness building. So that's happening hopefully this week. So
Really winding down.
the little things are starting to get done, and then hopefully it will all be done. But I think it was reported that Deanna reported that the Laura Foundation gave us some funds to get some equipment in our wellness building. And so there is a massage chair that will go in the break room in that building, which is really, really nice. I sat in it the other day. It's very nice. We'll have to be sure there's a camera in there to make sure I don't sit in there for hours. No, it's all good. We have a student doing her capstone project for the nurses station, and so all of the equipment, the table and all of the equipment is coming. Most of it's in and is coming, so that'll be nice to have a student actually setting that up. Our maintenance department has moved all of their things back there, so Chris and Jose their offices are back in the wellness building now. And then we just signed an MOU with Luna, who is a new counseling service in Taos. And so we hope to have their services on campus more often. We had a bit of a crisis today, and one of their therapists came right over, which was really awesome. So I'm excited for that partnership to get going. We got to find a partnership with medical stuff. Having a nurse on campus has always been it's a tough one. To pay a nurse full time is kind of hard, but anyway, we'll figure it out.
But the idea is, if you do have a nurse full-time or at set times, then it gets open to the community for people who need some kind of health care, at least within whatever they can provide.
Right. So the hope would be that we can partner with one of the health services in Taos, and they use our space, and in return they give our students services. That's how we're working with Luna. We don't pay for those services; they're paid through Medicaid. And the same thing can happen with a nurse. We just have to find the right pathway, like El Centro or but I don't actually know, other than El Centro, who would be willing to do that. But that's the idea, is that.
Okay.
No. Great. It looks like we're clucking along to cleaning RFP announcement.
Well, yes, that was just facility. So I give you an update. We're moving forward with our new SIS, that's Student Information Systems, called Synergy, and the staff has started all the training, and the transition from one system to the other won't happen for a little bit longer, but the admin staff is all being trained in Synergy. So we're moving forward with that. I don't know if I have any other operations updates today. I think we're in pretty good shape.
And you still have the security guard that's here all day?
Yep, he's half maintenance, half security.
Okay.
So he does part of his day in maintenance and part of his day in security. Yeah. Okay, now I can move to the RFP.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay, no worries. And this does require an action, but we had this is for our cleaning services, and we did
We had two, I'm gonna sit over there just so you can verify. We had two applicants, well, two RFPs. One is from Performance Maintenance Incorporated called PMI, and they're out of Santa Fe. And the other one is oh, there's the other one is called Taos Sanitary. There's Taos Sanitary, there's PMI. So then the scoring team, who was Pamela from the business office, and Jose and myself, and we scored Taos Sanitary and PMI, and the bids. The bid came out in favor of PMI and their proposal. So the rating is on experience, reliability, integrated package, how the package is, and then the 200 points for the hourly rate. And so PMI won the bid.
Okay. So by like how much? It was significant.
You know what? I didn't add those up. I'm sorry. All right. Anybody got a calculator?
Sure.
821, 750, 709. That's 3. That's PMI.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, write that on the front here. I meant to do that. Sorry.
2,280.
Thank you. 381. 380. Wow, that's close. 390.
Oh.
1,150.
Half.
Tracy, how does the cost for their final bid compare to what we're paying now?
It's fairly similar for PMI. Taos Sanitary did a lower bid, except they didn't add in 2 months, the summer months, and they didn't add in deep cleaning at Christmas and in the summer. So
what is the overall cost of like this bid, and for how long? Is it multi-year?
No.
1 year.
just 1 year. No, I'm sorry, it's 3 years. Thank
3
you.
years.
Yes, it is 3 years.
And they just do an estimate of hours?
Yes. We give them how much time, square footage, and then they gave us how much time it would take them and how much it would cost. So PMI, as you can see, did a full breakdown for us month by month, and then for the 3 years.
So it's around between 87 and 96,000 a year to keep the premises clean.
And that is full year, and that is with two deep cleaning, one at Christmas time and one in the summer.
Did these guys give you a breakdown?
Not like that. It's
80,000 for 10 months. So like they were around the same pricing.
they're lower for sure.
And you know, when we do RFPs, you have to, lowest bid is something you take a look at. You don't have to take the lowest bid, and especially if there's discrepancy in, what's being charged by one and what's being charged by the other. And that's where we came up with, if you add in a winter and a summer deep cleaning onto that bill, it's gonna be way over 100,000. So when you boil that down, PMI is more cost effective.
Who does it now?
PMI does it now.
Okay, so they're 87,000 for the year of 2027. These guys would be
80 for 10 months.
okay.
Yeah, they would charge extra in the summer. Now the summer's a little different.
So they're not that far off price wise. I mean, 80,000 for 10 months.
Right.
Okay, and then if they're going to be less for the other 2 months, I don't know, 6,000. There's 92 versus 87. It's 5,000.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's the deep cleaning that these guys added it in.
As part of
They
theirs.
did.
Okay.
And keep in mind that all of June we have kids on campus, so it's a regular swim
Got
month,
it.
right,
Got it.
all the
Okay.
way till the end of June.
Yeah.
Okay, so these guys do it now. How long have they been doing it?
Since July 1st.
Oh, so they're not even a year yet. So this would be the next year.
Yes.
Okay. And obviously you all are happy with them.
Actually, it'll start this year because they would go over the 60,000 for this year. That's why we needed to go out for RFP. We lost our previous service. We had such a good deal that's unheard of for our previous janitorial. So this is in comparison to pretty much what everybody else is paying for janitorial.
So the people that were doing it for 60 decided they didn't want to do it for 60 anymore? Is that what happened?
She's been with us since the day we opened school.
Okay. So
She
she's
just,
like,
it was time to, yeah. Yeah. But yes, PMI presently does our cleaning, but like Deanna said, we knew we had to go, we were going over procurement, so. Any other questions?
So do we have to take an action to approve this?
Yes. So let me go back to my other desk.
And every year there'll be a renewal?
3 years.
This is a
RFPs
3-year deal?
3-year deal. Sorry, yeah, I said 1 year. It's not, it's 3 years. Yeah.
Alright.
And just FYI, we'll be doing our financial services is up this year too, so we got to do a RFP. That'll be a 3-year one too.
That's for Deanna.
Well, it's for financial services. Hopefully Deanna graces us with her proposal.
Will you be bidding, Deanna?
I'm probably planning to. I do love Taos Academy.
Okay. God, I remember the last time we did that.
3 years ago. Time goes fast, huh? Okay.
All right, so do we need a motion? What are we motioning to approve as proposed by, I guess, Tracy? Or is that for the cleaning RFP for a 3-year contract?
I'll motion to approve the RFP.
Okay, all right. Second.
All right. Karen,
Yes.
Laura,
Yes.
Barbara,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
motion carries. Kelly, can I ask real quick? I rarely do RFPs. Think I covered everything with the board?
It sounds like it, you know, they asked really good questions. The length of the contract and the differences between the bidders. And so, getting the explanation about the differences in the timing and the services provided. And, I don't think there's anything else that the board, you know, other than, you know, that's the amount that's going to have to be budgeted moving forward. And so that's what their responsibility is.
Okay, awesome. Just making sure. Just so you know, there's a real specific timeline for RFPs. And this particular RFP started on the 15th of January. And then we do the contract award tonight. And then there's a protest, a date of the March 2nd. So we have to wait for the protest date to complete everything. But thank you for your vote tonight.
That protest is in case the other bidder wants to protest.
Yes, correct. Yes, that's right. You go through these, Karen, don't you?
Yes, I do.
All right, good deal. All right, we are clucking along to committee reports. So the first one is succession planning. Martin, you have anything, or you want me to go, or yeah?
Go ahead.
Not too much. Last time we've kind of came up with a working draft of what the job that was sort of one of our sort of assignments we said we would do was work on a kind of a draft of the job description, and Kelly shared a great sort of generic draft which gave us a good jumping off portion, and then Tracy also had a job description, and so I sort of blended those two and have shared those with I guess also with Tracy newly, I think just Sunday, and I'm sure didn't have enough time probably yet to maybe comb through it, but you know, it was a jumping off point of trying to get some of the generic with some of the granularity that was shared in and then hopefully once Tracy's kind of says if we're kind of in the right scope, then we'll share more broadly with the board, but and that's pretty much all I had to share. Yeah, and then let's see. Anything else, anyone? Yeah? No? I guess Martin agreed as well. All right. Then so how about the evaluation template? The next item. Anything to report there? Is that Karen and yeah. And Barbie, or is that Karen has left the building briefly, hopefully. Give her a second to see if she pops back on. Maybe. There we go. Anything to share, Karen, on the new evaluation template? I was like, and she's exited stage left. She's like, nope, I'm out.
My camera and my mic keep going out. I don't know what's going on.
No worries.
So last time we decided that the new evaluation would only work if we had goals set. So we're going to have to use the new evaluation with the new principal director. So we'll have to set goals first when we get them hired.
Okay. Yeah, that was kind of why I wanted to at least start with the draft of the thing, because then everything sort of falls from that. And I don't know that it's right yet. I'm sure it's not, but at least it's I feel like having a draft is always a good place to start.
Yeah.
We'll see what's missing. Okay. So kind of waiting on that, I guess, waiting on kind of the job description and hiring stuff before we have our template or eval template. Last item is new policy adoption under committee reports. Anything there we need to work with today?
Tracy, I'll just let the board or the council know that I'm going to be meeting with Karen Moulton, and we're looking at the policies, like revamping the policies and restructuring a little bit, because the scope of the policies that TA has is huge. And we're going to streamline a little bit and look at the priority policies. And Karen and I are going to go through which ones are Taos Academy specific, which ones are required by the state or statute or regulation, and put together a list, and then look at creating new templates, so putting the updated language, new language, any new policies into these templates that then would be a large kind of mass action of retiring the old policies and then bringing in the new policies. And it'll be, Tracy, what do you guys have, about 320 on your website right now?
That sounds probably about right.
Yeah, and there's really only about maybe 100-ish that are required. And so just really looking at creating the focus for the charter school and what is absolutely necessary. And so Karen and I are going to start working on that. And I'm contracting with Tracy to do a little above and beyond work beyond the coaching. And so I'll be working with Karen, and we'll be reporting to Tracy.
Okay.
Laura, you're on mute.
Boogers. Oh, I was so eloquent. Now I'm going to be clumsy. Anything additional on the committee report side before we transition into the monthly GC calendar discussion? Sounds like no. So, all right. So now we're in the world of the GC calendar, which looks like items we wanted to kind of get back into was both the retreat scheduling, which it sounds like we have that on the calendar now. I believe we mentioned it was April 19th, I believe. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. So so we got that sorted. And then executive director evaluation. I think that was, I think we were going to talk a little bit, and correct me if I'm wrong, that when we received the tool, or at least when I saw the tool, there were a number of things that were around kind of statistics, metrics that we just, I just didn't know. And I think the idea was perhaps that Tracy might share those with us at some point so we could, basically cast against those for the evaluation. Is this the appropriate time to do that?
You have to do that in closed session, but yes, as soon as
Okay.
you go in.
We'll do that post session. All right. So we're not quite there yet. Looks like we have policy changes. Do we have any policy changes we need to work on tonight?
No, we do not.
All right. So that's moving on. So it sounds like, unless there's anything else that we've missed or that we're about to perhaps enter our executive session pursuant to section 10-15-1H2, which would be, the discussion would be solely to limited personnel matters.
Okay, I'm going to stop the streaming.
Please do. Thank you.
No, yeah, you need a motion to.
We need a motion. Anybody want a motion?
We need to keep the recording going for the vote.
Yeah, we got to do the.
Can we go into executive session?
Did you was that a motion?
That was a motion.
All right. Second.
I'm sorry, second, Laura.
Yeah.
That was me. Peace.
Okay, and roll call. Laura,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Karen,
I think she's been having she's got a thumbs up.
She's got a
So that
thumbs
would be
up.
a yeah. We have some technical difficulties, so we're going by proxy of her thumbs up as being a yes.
all right, and Barbara,
Yes.
motion carries.
Okay. All right. So we're going to motion to come out of executive session at 7:47 p.m. on Monday, February 9th, where nothing besides the limited personnel matters were discussed. Motion.
I'll motion to come out of executive session.
All right. Second.
Karen, and who's taking the second?
I'll give it to him. It was in
Barbara.
stereo. Second. There you go. Barb's got it. There you go.
All right, here we go. Laura,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Karen,
Yes.
and Barbara,
Yes.
and motion carries.
All right. So next board meeting is going to be March 9th, same bat time, same bat channel, but we will go ahead and adjourn the meeting tonight at 7:48 p.m. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye, y'all.